crafty friends, welcome back to Sandy's Creative Studio. So as you all probably know by now, I have hit 100 subscribers. Yay! Even a little over 100. So I wanted to do something special. I appreciate each and every one of you for subscribing, and I want to show my appreciation by making something special from my heart. I love shabby chic. I love the look of vintage with little pops of color. So shabby chic is something I really love. And this is my first shabby chic journal, but I know what I love and I know that I can put something together. So this is what I have so far. I went ahead and pre-cut some stuff and had some stuff arranged. Right now I'm just auditioning, but I wanted to have something to go by and have some stuff cut up so you wouldn't have to see me you know, sit there and watch me cut things up, and because I had a couple of things, you know, to cut up and you know, put in place, and I didn't want to take up that much of your time. So what I'm going to do today is I'm just going to start the cover and maybe hopefully pick out some beautiful pages, because I have some beautiful spring pages over here to the right with lots of other goodies that I may or may not use. But so this is what I came up with, and I really like this. So I'm going to get started. And like I said, I may or may not use this. I may want to add something else. I may want to add some trim. I know I have some trim over here that I've been wanting to use. It's bright white. I don't know if I want to use this yet. I may want to coffee dye it. But I think that would look beautiful on the edge. Or on the spine. Oh, on the spine. So anyway, this is something that I will have to coffee dye. But in the meantime, I can go ahead and get everything else on the cover started. So I'm going to put my goodies over here to the side. I'm going to have to cut these down, or the lace down. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Now this is what I'm using. I wanted to show you what I was using for my base. We eat a lot of pasta. So we have a lot of these boxes, and I have a lot of other boxes. I eat a lot of crackers, and I have some cracker boxes. They're a little bit bigger, but I love this size. I think this size is so cute. But I love using boxes because you already have like a built-in spine. So I am going to go ahead and get started now. I am going to be using my Fabrifix, because it's fabric to, well, fabric to like a, it's not fabric to fabric, you know, you can use it fabric to fabric or fabric to paper, but this is basically like a chipboard, so you can use Fabrifix, I was going to say Fix-A-Flat, that's not right, Fabrifix to glue down your fabric. Okay. So I need to cut it first. First things first. And I measured the edge. I have probably like an edge and a half, or an edge. I have an inch and a half at the top, an inch and a half at the bottom, and a little bit less on the edges. As you can see, this side isn't a perfect straight line, but it's still enough that I can do like a mitered edge. So go ahead and cut these. So a lot of this I may be silent and just tell you when I'm doing something that needs to be addressed. Because this is just like a craft along or just, you know, a special video. It has been a while since I have done a journal. And what a good reason to make a journal, you know? I can't think of a much better gift. And also, today is my birthday. This is March 27th. Oh, I got another corner to cut. And this is fun for me to do on my birthday. I mean, something special. that I enjoy. I want to try and keep that centered so I can see how much I need to trim off that bottom. So, sorry about the angle of my hand, you can't see. Ooh, that didn't cut right. It's hard to film and have my hand where it's always you're able to see it. Okay, so I'm actually going to put my glue, so it doesn't matter what side's up, it's going to be a journal, but I need to do it this way. But I am going to, that's why I had it this way. I drew a blank. I'm going to go ahead and put the glue on this side and glue it around. It's coming out, but it's hard to get out right now. I have this problem every time I pick up the glue again from where I left off. I don't know if I need it cleaned out. Let me see. I should have my, it's like a darning needle almost, I believe. It's a really fat one that I use to bind my journals. Let me see if it's clogged up. And this needle is really hard to get moving. Let me see if I can tap it. If I can tap it down, I'll get more glue out. There it goes. I'll tap it down in there and get some glue out easier. There we go. That's what it was, just a little clog. So I'm just gluing, gluing, not much to say right here, just gluing. Like I said, there's not a whole lot to say when most all of you know how to do a cover. Okay, now I'm just going to smooth it down. Oh, I don't see my foam folder. Not right. There it is. Maybe that'll give it a better seal. I think I might need to get a little bit more glue on the edge. Just want to make sure everything's gonna stick down. Do I need some here? I think it just needs to glue, but I'm going to go ahead and put some down to be on the safe side. Okay, so now going to glue, move some stuff so I can push this up. Well, let me see. Let me get a good look. Okay, I am going to have to pull it down actually so you can see. I was just going to say now I'm going to glue in the top and bottom and sides. And this is so much fun to me. Like I said, I just enjoying to do something that I love on my birthday. And I'm not sure how soon you will see this video, but I just wanted to show you the process. And it will, I'm sure, actually I know that this is going to be a few videos. Kind of a mini make a journal with me series, I guess. Okay, let me get my bone folder. I'm glad I found it. It just gives it such a nice seal. Okay. Make sure you can still see good. Because there's been videos where I have filmed the whole thing and I was not in view at all. All you could see were like the tips of my fingernails. They're pretty, but you don't want to see my fingernails. You want to see what I'm doing. Okay, bring that down. Got a lot of strings. I love Fabrifix, I really do, but it does not smell the greatest. Okay, so I know that that is showing through, but this is just the base. So yeah, I just wanted to put something down so I could just put something light over the top of it. Let's see. Let me see how this looks. And I know that I'm going to have to put something at the top as well. But that really does help with this part. So now I want to find something. Let me see, I was thinking of this. Well, let me see what the back looks like. Okay, I will probably have to put something down on the back as well. But I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and glue these down. Now, let's see, I have this one, Fabrifix in a cup. Let's see how much glue I can get out of it. Might be able to get a lot more since it was upside down. And then again, it might be just like the other one. I have to really, you know, give it a good shake. But this one, you see, I had a crack down here, so the glue was just running out. I'm going to see if I can possibly open this, see if I can get more glue that way. Because it's going to take a little to hold down that doily. Okay, that one's not going to work, so I'm hoping that I will be able to get enough Fabrifix out of here. Yeah, this one's working very, very well. I'm sorry again for the positioning of my hands, but I really have to give it a good squeeze. Okay. That should be good. Let me get my bone folder. It's okay if it sticks over the edge just a little. Okay. Now I want to measure this just by holding it up against the cover. You see if you can see what I'm doing? Yes, good, good, good. All right, so I'm just going to trim this edge. This lace doesn't tear very well, so I better use my scissors to cut the rest of it. Okay, let's see. I like that. Okay. And like I said, I really need to find something to put on the top here, because I don't want, you can still see molars there and some words. So let me see if I can find something to put down on this side. Ooh, I love this lace, but that's not going to work. I just wanted to show you that's some pretty lace. This is part of, the lace over here is part of what I found when I was thrifting. I found some beautiful laces. I don't know about that. I may think of something as I go. I do want to go ahead and show you what I'm doing on the front though. This is pretty, but it's just a little too bright. Definitely too bright for a shabby chic journal. Let's see. Now, I do have other doilies, but for right now, I think I'm going to go with what we got. And I do have several things laid out, so I'm sorry that I am not showing you what I'm doing. How that would look. This is supposed to be for a different project, but it may be perfect. I may have to use that. I really like it. Anyway, I think I'm going to do the front first. I really hate to use that because I'm going to be doing a springtime journal after I do this. So anyway, I'm just going to fold this back and put down my glue. Oh, before I put down my glue, see, this is going to sit here. Let's see where, everything's going to sit first. Okay. Okay, and then I want this to be in here. So I think the next thing I'm going to have to glue down is my flower picture. Definitely want to use the Fabri-Tac on this. Okay, and I'm going to use my finger to smooth that out because I don't want it to show through or look all wrinkly. Okay. So I want to make sure the placement is good. I love it. Okay. My bone folder. I just want to make sure that everything holds down, especially for a giveaway. If it was for me, I wouldn't probably go to too much trouble. Okay, then I'm going to glue down the fabric. But I'm not going to glue the back just yet, because I am going to look for some more possibilities for the back. As much as I like how that sunflower fabric works, I do have another project in mind for that. Like I said, for a spring journal that I'm doing. It's going to be sunflowers and bees. That is what my spring journal is going to be. I can't wait to do that. I do have some really pretty fabrics for that. Okay. I don't know if I can use my bone folder on this type of lace. I want it to hang down a little bit. Okay, I need more glue here. I was afraid to get too high with the glue on the picture. Okay. Let's see, maybe a little bit of glue here. And then I think while this is drying, I'm going to set this to the side and we can look through some signature pages. I'm just noticing I have all of the scrapbook papers that I pulled out and other pretty papers, but I'm going to have to go over to my shelf and get some coffee dyed paper. It's all over on my shelf on the other side of the room. Although my room is not that big, it's still over there. Okay, I'm going to put on the flower. I love this flower. I showed you guys a while back that I did a thrift store haul, and I found all kinds of flowers in this bag. I love it. And a lot of them, and this one probably is too, they're homemade, and I love that. I am trying to learn how to do flowers, but I am like, I hate to do something and mess it up, but I guess you have to try. I mean, that's what they say, try again until you get it right. But I kind of beat myself up, I guess, you know, thinking, well, that's not gonna come out good. Why do you want to do that? I just had to change my thinking and just do it because I know that I can do something pretty eventually. Ah, the glue's sticking to my fingers. So I'll have to put some more glue down. I'm gonna make sure I got the right one. Yeah, the other one's over there. Okay. I'm gonna put some glue on the flower again. I think glue will be the next supply I have to get. Now I'm going to hold it just for a second or two. Yeah, I think that trim will look really good on the spine. Okay. So I'm going to set this to the side. I still have this side that I have to do, but I want the flower to dry good. So I'm sitting that over here. And I want to show you the papers that I have picked out. Well, like I said, if this goes getting too long, I am planning on doing a part 2. And I really need a drink of my water. A drink, a sippy sip. These are beautiful. It's Aunt Dot's Paper Designs. I just love the flowers. I really like botanicals in a shabby chic journal. So I'm going to set these pieces to the side. I love that. That's on the same paper pack. And I was thinking about using this one on the front cover. I love that, but I wanted a real flower, a real handmade flower. Okay, so these are just some of the things that I have pulled out. Okay, I'm not going to be using these right now, so I'll set those to the side as well and see what papers we have. And then I have this paper pad. I love that. I'll probably be especially using that, but I'll be using some out of this paper pack as well. Now, there's some other pages that I want to use. Let's see. Now I know that my measurement was 7 1/4 by, well, I do have to bring that over here. I believe it was 7 1/4 by 5. Okay, so let me see if you can see my, okay, see my mat. Okay, so I'm going to get some measurements. You can't see it. Let me slide it over there. And I am just going to measure. This is an Edith Holden page. So I am going to have to, wow, trim a lot of it down. I hate to trim that much. Now this side is okay, but I hate to cut off so much at the top. So before I do that, let's see what other papers we have. And these, I'm not sure if it's from the same paper pack, but I'll be cutting out the flowers. But I have this beautiful cardinal page. I do want to use that. So I'm going to have to cut that down. So let's see, I'm going to trim the bottom. So I want to try and get as much of the cardinal as I can. So yeah, I haven't even started on the papers. I've just pulled some out that I like. Cut that down. Make sure it's all straight. Okay, so what do we have? I'm gonna have to cut some more down. Looks like the right side is really good. I'm just gonna straighten that up just a little, just a smidge. Now let me measure that again. Still a little over. And I'm just cutting a little bit at a time. I guess I should have just measured. Okay, that's perfect. Now I gotta measure the top to 7 1/4. Now I am measuring that, and I do have a ruler. Where did I put my ruler? I like my red ruler because you can see better than the clear one, but a ruler is a ruler. They will both work. Okay, 7 1/4. Let me find my pencil that I put away. Mark that. If I measure it like that and mark the line, I can cut it pretty straight. Most of the time straighter than my my cutting this thing. Sometimes I use this and it still doesn't come out straight. Alright, now I can go by, oh, that's going to be a little short. I cut a little too much off. But I like that measurement. You know, and I can have short and long pages. I'm sure that I will. Because I love the look of alternating sizes. Yeah, I'm not happy about really cutting that paper too much. I want to use this because I love the flowers. So I'm going to go around that. I love to do that. I get one page cut to the right size and then cut my other pages around it. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, I am really enjoying making this shabby chic journal with you guys, but I am running out of time for this video, so I hope that you will hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and see the next video. Thanks and bye for now.